Welcome to the American Heart Association's National Heart Walk Coach Kickoff. I'm Kevin Harker, and I'm honored to be your host for today. I'm joining you from my home base in Kansas City to kick off our 2023 Heart Walk campaign with you, our amazing coaches. So as I've told you where I'm from, I want to hear where you're from. So as we get started, I want you to take a moment, drop in the chat what city you're joining us from. All right. Wow, that was quick. You guys are on top of that. I see we have California. Thank you. I see, Missouri right next door. Great. Hey, Florida, welcome. Lots of other states joining. Thank you all so much. This year, the American Heart Association wants you to be the beat for someone and learn hands-only CPR. You know, this became very evident for us when we were all watching when Damar Hamlin on the Buffalo Bills went down during a game. He suffered a cardiac arrest. The EMS, the trainers immediately began performing CPR with just seconds afterwards. And then right after that, they knew that he needed the life-saving gift of an AED shock. And that's what happened. But unfortunately, each year, 350,000 Americans die from a cardiac arrest. They don't have the results that Damar Hamlin did. About 90% of people who experience cardiac arrest outside of a hospital will unfortunately die. So if you're called on to give CPR, do you know what to do? Do you know what to do in a medical emergency? So we're going to start today by preparing for you to know what to do in a medical emergency with just a very short, less than a minute. You'll know how to be able to save the life of someone that you know or someone that you love, and be the beat for your family, your friends, and your community. Let's take a look.
If you see a teen or adult suddenly collapse, it is important to act fast. Helping to save a life is easier than you might think. Just start hands-only CPR. The first step is to ask someone to call 911 and to get an AED, or call 911 yourself and put your phone on speaker mode so the operator can assist you. Then get directly over the victim. Put the heel of one hand in the center of the chest and put your other hand on top of the first. Then push hard and fast in the center of the chest until help arrives. It's important to push, giving 100 to 120 compressions per minute, which is about the same tempo as the song you're listening to right now. Remember, call 911 and ask someone to get an AED. Then push hard and fast in the center of the chest until the AED and help arrives. Your actions can help save a life.
Wow, great information and great life-saving information. All right, it's time to get ready for Heart Walk and to hear stories of success from your peers, because the Heart Walk starts with your leadership. Our time together is intended to energize your efforts as you rally your coworkers, your friends, your family to support all those affected by heart disease and stroke. Today, you'll be hearing about the secret sauce from your peers that led to their successful campaigns. And in addition to hearing from your peers, you're also going to be getting a front row seat about our Heart Walk fashion show, highlighting some of the 2023 hero gear available in the Heart Walk Rewards Center to you and all of your walkers. And we're also going to be unveiling this year's coach gear exclusively for you when your team collectively hits amazing milestones. Heart Walk events happen nearly every month of the year. And our fall campaigns, like Hawaii, start in August with the season ending in December, where our walks happen in places like beautiful Miami, Florida. The one thing all of our campaigns have in common is you, our great volunteers. We would not be able to do the work without your leadership, your commitment, and your passion. So thank you. All right, now it's time to unveil our 2023 campaign theme. And I'm going to do it right now. This 2023 campaign is I Walk to Save Lives. Heart disease and stroke impact people in very personal and life-changing ways. And everyone involved wants to know how I make my mark to end heart disease and stroke. I Walk to Save Lives is a campaign that gives each participant a way to express, to share, and really to be inspired by the reasons why they walk. As you can see from this list, there are so many reasons why. So let's get started with our program today. But before we hear from our guests, it's time to hit the runway with our National Heart Walk Hero Gear Fashion Show. So everything you see in today's fashion show is part of our 2023 Heart Walk Hero Gear collection, because every hero needs some really cool gear. Wow, our models rocked it on the runway, didn't they? All of them looked great in their Heart Walk gear, but their smiles and their energy really stole the spotlight. So thank you to all of our models. You were fabulous. Your fundraising not only makes you a heart hero, it also earns you points in your personal reward center that you and your team members can redeem for your very own Heart Walk gear, like you just saw on our amazing models. So head to your Heart Walk headquarters, which opens up to you after you register for your Heart Walk, and click on the Reward Center button at the top. If you're in the app, it's even easier. Just click on the gear icon at the top, and you'll find the link to the Reward Center at the top of your setting list. Take a look around to see what it's available to you and all your registered walkers as you achieve fundraising milestones. The Reward Center is our way of saying thank you. It's a great way also for you to raise awareness and advocate for the heart and brain health all year long. Now, to start our coaches spotlight, we're headed to the Big Apple, New York City, to hear from Scott Schmidt, one of our most passionate coaches. Scott's here to not only talk about his team's fundraising success, but also how this allows him to share his father's story. Hey, Scott, welcome.
Nice to be here.
Scott, you have been a tremendous volunteer for over 15 years and for a coach for the Heart Walk for the last 13 years. So will you share with us your why, Scott?
For sure. So back in 2009, my father started having some heart issues. We were very close. And I heard about a team at PwC that was involved with the Heart Walk. I wanted to do something besides just take him to doctor's appointments. I wanted to help others that were in similar situations. And that's when I decided to get involved. Unfortunately, my father passed away that year, but I knew that I wanted to continue making an impact on heart disease and stroke, so fewer people would lose their fathers or other loved ones like I did.
Scott, thank you. And I'm sorry for your loss, but clearly, your team raises an average of $10,000 every year. And to date, it's been collectively over $150,000 for our mission. So thank you so much. But also walk us through how you do that year after year.
Yeah, it's really just leading with the story that I told you of my father, and it's my brand. It's what people know. They know me as Scott and the job I have, but also as this is who I am. They know the history of my father, and so I try and share that with my team as well. So, if you are joining and you have any kind of reason, any kind of cause that or a personal connection, you just try to tell people the reason why you're doing it, but don't try and just read from a script. So, we host recruitment efforts at PwC where we try and get people to join, whether they be on my team or their own team, a general PwC team. Just getting involved is the biggest thing, and especially before COVID, we had a big escalator that heads to the cafeteria. So we would just get down there at the bottom and say, hey, do you want to save a life today? You can't say no to that. So to me, what I instruct my team and what I do myself is send personal emails. If you can find the time, I don't send a generic email to 20, 30 people. I send a personalized email to each person. The body of it can be the same, but you want to include some personal details about who you're speaking to, so they really feel like you're doing this for a cause and not just. And every time I get a donation, no matter how much, I make sure I thank the donor personally. And I work to be one of the top walkers, but I encourage everybody, hey, beat me. I want everybody to be able to raise as much as they can. I try to recruit a minimum of 10 walkers each year from my own team, and I utilize Facebook, whether it be Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever is kind of makes the most sense for myself and my team. I encourage them to use that. I use the Heart Walk app to keep track of my fundraising. And really, it's no stone unturned. I call myself a friendly pest. It's not just you can't just reach out once. You we have to kind of keep on things.
And Scott, I know also that you like repping the American Heart Association out in the community. So talk a little bit about that too.
For sure. Yeah. If you register 3 months or more before a walk, you get a coaching jersey. And, I happen to wear it to all my daughter's softball games. I'm the coach there. It says coach on the back. So people even think it's for, softball until they get up close. And then I tell them a little bit of a story. And it's another way to advertise and get people to know about what you're trying to do.
Well, I love everything that you said about that. And for all of our coaches that want to be an amazing coach, I'm just going to say, just do what Scott does. Scott, talk a little bit about, we've had quite a few first-time coaches joining our call today. So you're a veteran, a 15-year veteran doing this. What's your advice to all of our first-time coaches?
Yeah, I mean, just to reiterate some of the things I said, the more personal you can make your story and what you're trying to do, not only to recruit people on your team, but for your own, donation and your own fundraising. The more you can do, the better. And I think it's a good mix of, sending those individual emails to people that you'd like to be on your team or you'd like to have donate, with the mix of using the social media channels that you're most comfortable with. When you see people in person, you can talk about it. And it's just trying to find the balance of, reaching out, asking people, kind of asking them more than once, if appropriate. You have to use your judgment, but the way I've found it is, people oftentimes they lose track. They want to do something. So start early. Don't wait until a month before. The earlier you can start, the better. I try and do at least 3 months before.
Wow.
And really, leave no stone unturned, whether it be your intranet, a newsletter within your company, or however you can kind of make an impact or get to people. That's the way, I really would advise you approach it.
Well, that is great advice. It's great advice for all of our coaches. Thank you to you and your dedicated team at PwC. You've inspired so many of us today with your story. We'll also be rooting for you and the PwC team this year, because I understand that you have set a $100,000 goal this year. So congratulations, and we'll be watching from afar. So thank you so much, Scott.
Thank you.
We're now moving on to sunny Tampa, Florida with Rich Sakina. Rich was a first-time coach this year and helped lead the way for Tampa General Hospital as the company raised nearly $140,000. And Rich, your team personally raised $10,000. Congratulations, and thank you for joining us. Rich, could you share with us why you've been involved with the Heart Walk and why you said yes this year to be a coach?
Thank you, and thank you for having me. Yeah, so I've been involved in the American Heart Association walk for the last 25 plus years. Prior to coming to Tampa General, I came from Cleveland, Ohio. And so coming down into the Tampa area and being part of this organization for the first year at Tampa General Hospital, I felt it was important because we've never had a presence in the heart and vascular before with the American Heart Association.
Rich, I know that oftentimes when people support the Heart Walk, participate in the Heart Walk, it's because of a passion that kind of drives them. Can you talk about that for you?
Yeah, my passion really comes from being involved in healthcare for 34 years. But in addition to that, what inspires me is when I see these families in the hospitals and the patients, to me, it really makes a difference, not only to them, but to spouses, to the family members and future generations, that, this sort of thing, really giving back is extremely important.
Absolutely. Your team, here's a couple of the numbers. Your team collectively raised $10,000. You recruited 27 team members who all did their part as well. Talk a little bit about how you engaged people or how you kind of asked them to join your team. Who did you target? And how did you get that yes?
Sure. Yeah, it was, I think it's important to kind of come up with a plan, number one. Number two is make it fun. And number three is to kind of create a little bit of a challenge in there with the group. So the key point here, I think, is to start early. We started around the 12-week period, and then we laid out a timeline and a plan. And then I looked around at the different centers of excellence within the Heart and Vascular Institute. So it could have been where I'm representing electrophysiology. I also went to interventional cardiology and maybe the general cardiology, heart failure, and the different councils. So the idea was to kind of lay out a timeline and identify the managers and maybe some key people in those particular areas to kind of help me on my journey.
Love that. Rich, also, I know that you didn't just send out an email and say who wants to participate in the blanket email, who wants to participate in the Heart Walk. You asked specifically and asked targeted. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I did utilize the American Heart Association, the app you have. That was very helpful along with the Facebook. But I think it's important was that one-on-one interaction. So I tried to go to each division has a council meeting every month. And so get on their agenda and sort of give a quick overview of what that looked like and how we were planning on supporting the walk and the timelines.
And then like your communication that you had as well. So you used some of the AHA templates, but then you also personalize it. So talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, it was really more or less about the relationship we had with the American Heart Association liaison here in the Tampa area, Shay, and she provided me with a lot of good information as far as customizing my emails, customizing some of my text, and embedding really a lot of the information to the American Heart Association, to the donation and signing up for the walk. That made it, I think, seamless.
That is great. Well, I oftentimes say when we have amazing volunteers like you and a great staff, it sounds like what Shay is, then too, we see great results as well. So thank you for sharing that. You were a first-time coach and our staff is really helping you out then too. But you may have advice for other coaches and especially first-time coaches today on how to break it down and how they can be successful. Can you talk a little bit about that?
So to me, it needs to be focused on being organized, having some sort of plan. Number two, make it fun. And number three, make it a little bit of a friendly competition.
I love that. Hey, thank you so much. And congratulations on your results. And we wish you all the best as you have your second year as your coach in down in Tampa. Thank you so much, Rich.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Well, now I am really excited to share with you what we have new for 2023, the exclusive coach gear just for you, our coaches. When your team collectively hits milestones for $1,000, $2,500, and $5,000 in donations. So in addition to the awesome individual rewards that you saw earlier from all of our walkers, you have the chance to earn these cool items too as a thank you for your leadership and for driving your team to success. So let's take a look at this year's coach gear. What a great reminder for us all. Let's make sure that we live, laugh, and love like Luke. Thank you to the Thielen family. All coaches who are registered 12 weeks prior to your local event date will receive their very own 2023 official coach jersey to wear proudly as they set out to recruit their walkers and raise awareness for the campaign and our mission. So don't delay. Get registered today if you haven't already, and get the new 2023 coach jersey after you redeem it in your reward center. It will be mailed directly to you. Very cool. Now, we're going to Greensboro, North Carolina, where we're about to be joined by Javion and his mom, Dr. Kimberly Jones Goods. While we've already had a lot of inspiration today in the program, Javion's support of the Heart Walk is extra meaningful. And he's here with us today to share why. Javion and Kimberly, hey, thank you for joining our program today.
Thank you for having us.
Well, I think a lot of people on this call will be surprised to learn that just 1 year ago, at 13 years old, Javion suffered a cardiac arrest while on the basketball court. Kimberly, you lived every parent's nightmare with that. Let me ask you to take us back in time. I know it's tough. Just a year ago, when Javion went into cardiac arrest on the basketball court, share with us what happened that day.
So Tuesday, January 25th of 2022 started off as a normal day. It ended up being a very traumatic day. Probably around 5:15 p.m., I received a call from Javion's principal informing me that Javion had suffered a medical emergency. And as a principal myself, I never want to have to make that type of call to my families. After speaking with the principal, I'm asking him questions like, what happened? Do you know anything further? And at that time, he did not. I did ask him one very important question, and that was, is he responsive? At that time, he indicated that he was not responsive. There was nothing more that he could tell me, but he wanted me to make it to the school as quickly as I could.
And so, Kimberly, also, so Javion collapsed on the basketball court during warmups. The coach, the athletic director, they knew what to do, right? They called 911 and they began doing chest compressions. Pick up the story there, if you don't mind.
Yes, so the coach and the athletic director performed life-saving actions. They immediately called 911, administered CPR, and utilized the AED. Which is important that an AED is within 3 minutes of a student, in which it was. Javion was without a pulse for about 10 to 11 minutes. So it was very important that he was receiving that oxygen to his brain.
And he had 2 shocks during that time.
Yes, sir.
Right?
It took 2 shocks with the defibrillator to restart his heart.
And then he was taken to the local hospital there, the closest one, which would be a protocol. So he was taken to the local, and that's when you actually saw him then too, right?
Yes, upon arriving at the hospital, there was a chaplain there to meet me. She didn't have any information to tell me on his condition, no updates, but she just wanted me to know that she was there as comfort and support because he did come in critical. Yeah. I was able to see Javion within 15 to 20 minutes. And as you can imagine, it was very heartbreaking and traumatic. At that time, Javion was intubated. They allowed me to see him for a few minutes, speak with him, and they whisked him off to conduct some testing.
Javion spent a little bit of time at the local hospital, but then he also went to, I believe, Duke as well. So can you talk a little bit about getting us to Duke and then the information that, because he finally got a diagnosis then, correct?
Yes, sir. Duke University sent their Life Flight ambulance to the local hospital and transported Javion to Duke University. Maybe about an hour after arriving at Duke University, his team of doctors informed me that Javion was breathing on his own, and that was something that I wasn't aware of previously. And so they showed me on his monitor that he was breathing on his own, and they informed me that if he was able to stay awake, they were going to remove all of the tubes, and they did.
And then they also did surgery as well then too. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, sir. So it took several days for them to come up with a final diagnosis. Once they did, they diagnosed Javion with hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. They informed us that he would need an implantable ICD. They provided us with some options for placement. One of the options for placement was over his heart or under his left arm. Since he was 5 years old, he's played contact football, basketball, competitive baseball. And, they wanted to still give him a chance at a great quality of life. So we did choose to place the defibrillator under his left arm. Yes,
Julie,
sir.
I love talking with you, but I really want to talk with Javion as well then too. So Javion, we were able to talk a little bit more earlier before this, but obviously an experience like this is truly, gosh, life-changing. And I know you don't have a lot of recollection of the actual event on the basketball court that occurred a year ago, but then when you woke up, you realized your life had changed dramatically. So take us back then of when you kind of woke up and maybe what some of your first memories were, and then we're going to ask you how you're doing today.
Well, when I woke up, I remember looking around the room, trying to figure out how I got here. I was kind of lost. I just wanted to know what happened, why am I here, and what the whole scene was, you know?
Yeah. Tell us how you're doing today, Javion.
Well, today I'm fine. Yes, sir. I'm doing great.
You are doing great. And tell me about baseball, because I know that baseball is your sport now as you're in high school.
Yes, sir. Once I found out that I needed surgery, I was like, that's kind of sad. Like, I really wanted to play some sports like football, basketball. I've been playing that my whole life, but they said I could play like non-contact sports like baseball. So was thankful for that I still had something to, play, because playing sports my whole life, I didn't want to just lose it all.
But you're also a scholar and an honor student as well. And so that is an amazing accomplishment too, and something that is really going to be exciting for the rest of your life as well. I talk a little bit about the feelings that you have for your coach, the athletic director, that were able to do that CPR, that life-saving CPR on you for those 10 or 11 minutes. Can you talk a little bit about the emotions that you have with them?
Yes, I'm very thankful that they were trained and properly prepared to save my life. I really care about them and I love them. They saved my life.
Yeah. Javion, what an amazing story. But tell us why being an American Heart Association volunteer is so important to you as well.
I'm excited to be a volunteer for the American Heart Association, to speak out and share my story to inspire others.
Love it. So thank you so much for joining us. Javion, you truly are an amazing young man with an amazing future ahead of you. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And at the AHA, we know just how important CPR is. And in fact, the American Heart Association has helped make CPR a graduation requirement in high schools in nearly every state across the country, helping to train the next generation of lifesavers. I am so proud of what this organization does to save lives and to change lives. And we are challenging everyone in every household to have someone who knows CPR, to really be the beat for their family, their friends, and their community. All right, we're in the home stretch now. But before we go, we have a fun way for you and your teams to get started this month. And it's called the 50 States Challenge. So here's what we're going to do. If you recruit your team and work together to secure at least one donation from all 50 states, this is a fun challenge where you and your teams will engage your network to find donors that you may not have thought about before. Maybe living in another neighboring state, but maybe living in a faraway state. So simply color in a map as you receive a donation from each state. It's a great way to show the team how we can make a big impact. If someone in each state donated $50, that'd be a $2,500 impact to your mission to save lives. All right, this is the time, folks, to get started and raise awareness. And there's no better time to recruit your coworkers and raise funds. As you heard from all of our coaches today, there is magic in sharing your story with others. And as you recruit your team members, as you reach out for funds, they will be more likely to say yes. So once you've registered, here are 5 tips to be a successful coach. Number 1, share your personal story. This year's campaign is I Walk to Save Lives. Make the campaign personal and share your reason why you participate. Once everyone knows this, they'll be compelled to join your team and to donate to your efforts. Number 2, recruit at least 10 walkers to your team and get started this week. Start now by recruiting your first 3 walkers today. And again, be personal about it. Ask individually. Don't just send one blanket email or hang up a poster and think that people are going to respond. Make sure that you're asking intentionally. You get a much better response from it. Number 3, recruit 1 top walker minimum, raising over $1,000. I mean, who's going to be your superstar walker? Yeah, as you heard from our coaches, many people that you work with or your friends who have been impacted by heart disease and stroke, they want to support this mission. And like many of your coaches, they just need to be asked. It could even be you. Number 4, utilize social media for recruitment, for fundraising, for sharing your story, for reminders. Facebook fundraisers are a great way to kickstart your campaign, and share it in LinkedIn. It can do wonders for your efforts. Number 5, download the HeartWalk app to send messages and track your fundraising progress. And a bonus activity. We're going to put the fun in fundraising, right? Don't forget to participate in our newest fundraising challenge, the 50 States Challenge. The American Heart Association's mission is more relevant than ever. Your support of the HeartWalk goes a long way in helping those touched by heart disease and stroke. So by the bottom of our hearts, we are grateful for you walking alongside us to support the AHA's work, helping everyone everywhere live longer, healthier lives. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting us. And thank you for sharing your story so that others can be supported and inspired by your success. Together, we are the heart that keeps the AHA beating. Thank you all. We'll see you at the Heart Walk.